I remember sitting in the dark on a Sunday night, staring at my phone. I was making $45,000 a year, and after covering rent, car insurance, groceries, and basic living expenses, I had exactly $80 left to my name until my next paycheck. Every piece of financial content I found featured some guy in a sports car telling me to cut out my coffee and buy index funds. I wanted to throw my phone across the room. It's hard to prioritize index funds when you're worried about making it to Friday on 80 ducks. Traditional financial advice often fails average earners because it assumes a surplus of cash already exists. The real struggle isn't choosing between investments, it's finding any money left over to begin with. This chart shows the gap between a $45,000 salary and what actually hits your bank account. After federal taxes, Social Security, and Medicare, that top-line number shrinks to a monthly take-home pay of around $2,917. Watch how quickly that remaining money disappears. Housing takes a massive bite immediately, and a vehicle eats up another large portion just to cover the loan, insurance, and gas. Then come the secondary drains, the multiple streaming subscriptions, and the premium of ordering food delivery after a long day at work. Before the month even really starts, you are down to just $460. That remaining $460 is almost never saved. Because it isn't tracked, it bleeds out on small, random purchases over the next few weeks until the balance hits double digits again. Without a system, invisible spending will consume every available dollar, regardless of the salary. Saving money cannot rely on willpower. You make tens of thousands of choices every single day. By the time you're standing in a grocery aisle, your decision-making battery is empty, and the path of least resistance usually wins. The solution is to remove the decision entirely. By setting up a mechanical override, the practice of paying yourself first, saving money stops being a daily test of discipline. This flowchart shows the mechanics. The moment a paycheck lands in your account, a specific portion is automatically diverted to an isolated vault. This happens before rent, before groceries, and before any other spending occurs. Starting small and scaling up over time allows for a smoother transition. The friction feels uncomfortable during the first month, but the brain eventually accepts a new, lower baseline for what feels like normal spending. Forcing the transfer immediately removes human error from the equation. It turns saving into a recurring background process that happens without a single conscious thought. To live on that lower baseline, you have to cap your largest expenses. This chart shows the absolute limit for housing on an average salary. Keeping rent under a strict 25% of your take-home pay is the foundation of the entire system. Next is the vehicle trap. The monthly cost of a high car loan is a major drain at this income level. Trading a financed car for an older, paid-off vehicle provides hundreds of dollars in breathing room every single month. If you want to unlock serious savings, food and dining out require the most immediate attention. Restaurant tabs and delivery apps are often where the most aggressive, unchecked spending happens. Structured permission allows for a firm, realistic allowance for dining out. This creates a release valve that prevents the cycle of total restriction followed by an expensive binge. Meaningful savings are built by structurally capping the three massive pillars: housing, car loans, and food delivery. Once you have a system generating extra cash, you need a place for it to grow. This graph compares two approaches: a traditional bank account paying nearly zero interest, and a high-yield savings account that compounds your balance over time. These accounts provide a mechanical barrier to impulse. Because it takes 1 to 2 business days to move money back to a checking account, that delay acts as a natural deterrent against split-second spending. Parking your cash here shifts it from a static safety net into an active asset that earns money while you sleep. A perfect spreadsheet doesn't stop life from happening. 3 months into my savings plan, my car needed an alternator, a sudden $480 bill. Because of the automated system, I had a cash buffer ready. I didn't have to rely on high-interest credit cards, and I didn't have to scramble to make rent that month. It's realistic to expect one messy month every quarter. Whether it's a medical copay or a flat tire, disruptions are guaranteed. If you budget expecting perfection, every surprise feels like a disaster. Dipping into your savings for a repair is not a failure. Absorbing those exact blows without derailing your long-term progress is exactly what the system is designed to do. 14 months after hitting that $80 low point, the math shows a different story. My balance sits at $13,800, built on a $45,000 salary. The secondary benefits build up quickly. With that extra breathing room, I eliminated my lingering credit card debt and opened my first retirement account, all without a salary increase. You can start this process today. Look at your last 2 months of bank statements and add up where your money actually went. Find your single biggest spending leak and set a hard cap on it. Financial security on an average salary is a tangible outcome of simple, automated systems. It begins the moment you stop relying on